everyone, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be cutting and sewing jumpsuit for a 14-year-old girl. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and there's a bell beside you. When you click on the bell, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you are interested in knowing how I cut and sew this jumpsuit for a 14-year-old girl, please keep watching. This is the material I'm going to use for this jumpsuit. I have satin and lace material. I'm going to start with the top. This is 1 yard by 60. I fold into two. I'm going to first cut the front. Half length is 15 inches. Plus 1 inch to sew. Shoulder is 14 inches. 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. Then I add half inch to sew. Armhole is 8.5 inches. Armhole from shoulder down here is 8.5 inches. Bust is 34 inches. 34 divided by 4 is 8.5 inches, which is here. I will use the remaining 1.5 inch to sew. Under bust is 30 inches. 30 inches divided by 4 is 7.5 inches, which is here, plus 1.5 inch to sew on for that. This armhole. Then I will trim half inch from here, from shoulder. I place my tape on the shoulder. I measure 6.5 inches. Neckline is 2.5 inches. I measure 3.5 inches from center. I measure 3.5 inches for that. On the back, I'm going to add zip. I measure 2 inches for zip allowance. I'll place the front on top where I mark, exactly on top where I mark. I will trim this place. I will measure back 8 inches. 8 inches on the back neck. And I notch. And cut for that. This is the front and this is the back. This is the back. I will cut the lining. I fold into 4. As after folding into 2, and I place on top and leave 2 inches for zip for the back. I cut extra to turn the neck. This front neck, and for back. I will sew this way, like this. The lace is in between the satin. After sewing, I notch. I will do the same on this one. What I will do now is to iron and sew the satin. After ironing, I will sew on top. This very one, I will sew the way I cut on top. I will sew this on top the satin, not on top this, just the satin. I'm done sewing. This is the back. This is the front of the satin and the front of the material. I stitch the one I use in turning on top. This is the back and the front. I'll go and sew the armhole. I'll bring this way, these two, cross like this, and sew. Then before I join the shoulder, I'll sew here, and also with the back like this. I will sew the armhole, I will sew the side and the back where I'm going to sew zip on. I sew here, this is the two sides, the armhole, and this is the right side. I'm going to add that. This is the back. I measure from here up 5 inches. I will do the same for the front. I measure 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches, and I will bring, I'll sew from here to here. I will do the same on this side, from here to here. I will show you how I'm going to sew the shoulder. I'm going to sew the shoulder. This is the back and this is the front. I will place this one. This is the two right side. I'll put this one inside here like this. These two like this. I will bring this way out. The back shoulder, this is the front. So the back shoulder is inside the front shoulder. Like this. I will sew. I will do the same after sewing. It will come this way. I will do the same on this one. I will place this one inside. I will pass my hand through here. this one that will go, the back shoulder that will go inside the front shoulder like this, and bring it this way. This is the back shoulder inside, and this is the front shoulder. Like this, I will sew. I'm done joining the shoulder. This is the back of the shoulder. So that's the front and the back. I will join the two sides before I cut the trouser. I bring together like this. I will measure bust and under bust. Bust is 34 inches. Then divide by 4 is 8.5 inches, which is here. This is 8.5 inches. Under bust is 30 inches. Divide by 4 is 7.5 inches, which is here. I will sew here, and I will measure this side bust and under bust and sew here. I'm done joining the two sides. I fold into two. I'm going to cut the down parts. After folding into two, I will fold again to give me into 4. I will measure 1.5 inch on the side. This is the side of the trouser. On the waist, I will measure 2 inches. Full length is 63 inches. Full length from shoulder down is 63 inches. I remove 15 inches from here. Then I will measure from here. I will remove 15 inches, which I place this way, 15 inches. I remove from tape, which is for this one. I will measure from here down. I will measure 63 inches. This is 60 inches. I will mark this place, then I will add 3 inches plus 2 inches to hem the bottom. That means I will add 5 inches to the length. Then from here, this 60 inches to here is 63 inches. Then this place is 2 inches to hem. This is the bottom. Waist is 34 inches. Divide by 4 is 8.5 inches. Plus to sew that and to sew the side. I will place my tape here and measure 14 inches. This crotch. Hip is 42 inches. Divide by 4 is 10.5 inches. Which is here. I add 1.5 inch to sew. Lap is 24 inches. Divide by 2 is 12 inches. I add 1 inch to sew. This lap, I will mark. After measuring this way, I need up to 15 inches, which is okay. The measurement I have here for the front. For the back, I need, when I measure, I need 19 inches. Bottom is 20 inches. Divide by 2 is 10 inches plus 1 inch to sew. This is the side. Then to mark like this up to the bottom. I will cut from here. This is the front. Back bottom, I add 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch in the mark. I add 1.5 inch the back, 1.5 inch, 2.5 inches. I have 19 inches, which is enough for the back. I'll cut here. Sew this on top. I'm going to start to sew now. No pockets. The front, I will sew the front here, and the back I will leave 6 inches. I will leave here without sewing here, then I will sew from here up to here because of zip. This is where I will sew on top here. I will cut the lining by the way I cut the main material, the front and the back. So here I will leave some inches here for zip, just like the back, then sew from here, and the front measure 3.5 inches. Three and a half inches. Then I'll measure 4 inches back, 5 inches. I'm going to sew that here. After sewing that, I'll place together and measure 34 inches, divide by 4, and I will sew all the way down on this side to the bottom. After sewing the two sides, I will sew the inner thigh. I'm done joining the two sides here, and the inner lap I will fold this way, iron, and use thread and needle to hem. I'm not going to sew with machine. I will sew here like this. I will sew round, and the second one, after doing that, I will iron and hem with thread and needle. And the lining, I will sew on top. This is where I will sew zip on this place. In this place, there's the front. This is where I notch the center. With the center here, I will sew up to here. This is where I will sew zip on the back. I'm done joining. I will go and fix zip on the back. I will show you the final look. I'm done sewing zip. And I hem the bottom. This is the finished look, guys. If you have any question concerning this video or any of my video, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please subscribe, and there's a bell beside. Click on the bell. You'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my very next video.